Imagine you work as a data engineer at Amazon. An order is placed and a warehouse inspection must be scheduled. And there's one rule. Inspections can only happen on Tuesday or Thursday. No same-day scheduling, no holidays. Now your manager turns to you and says, "Can you write the SQL logic for this?" This looks like a simple date problem, but it's actually a calendar math plus modulo arithmetic plus system design problem. Let's break it down step by step. We are going to work with two main tables, the orders table that stores when each order was placed and the holidays table that lists the dates on which a holiday falls. For each order date, we need to compute the correct inspection date. Now step 1 is going to be calculating the next Tuesday or the next Thursday based on the order date. So to implement that logic to identify the next weekday or next Tuesday or Thursday in our example, we need to first identify the weekday of the order date. For that, we can use the datepart function, pass the argument as weekday for the order date. And based on your date first settings, so the Sunday will be calculated as 1 if date first setting is equal to 7. Monday will be calculated as 2 and so on. So if you execute, you will get the weekday for each order date. Now we want to specifically calculate the next Tuesday or Thursday. So for Tuesday, the weekday is going to be 3. For Thursday, the weekday is going to be 5. So what we're going to do next is we are going to subtract this weekday of the order date from your target weekday. So for Tuesday, your target weekday is 3. So 3 minus date part of weekday order date. Let's execute a query till now and see the results. For Monday, the next Tuesday is 1 day away, and that is what you see. But if the date, the weekday of the order date is already a Wednesday and you want to calculate the Tuesday, it did a 3 minus 4 and your result is now negative, which is it is taking you to the previous Tuesday. This is where the modulo logic comes in the picture. So what we're going to do now is we need to keep the results positive. So we are going to add 7 for the 7 weekdays to our formula. Okay, let's execute till now. So now we have added a 7 and you can see that some of the numbers are now greater than 7. So more than 1 week. To fix that so that we do not go forward by more than a week, what we're going to do next is we're going to divide it by 7 and only consider the remainder or the modulo. So mod 7, execute, and what's going to happen in this case is you're only going to get a positive value for the order date for which the current week's Tuesday has already passed. You will get a value which will make you go to the next Tuesday. Now here we need to tweak this again because what's happening? If the current day, if the order date is already on a Tuesday, it is telling us that it's already a Tuesday today. So you need to do the inspection today itself because it is a Tuesday. So to avoid considering the current day, the same day scheduling, we are going to shift the range. So this particular formula gave us a range of 0 to 6. So if you are past Tuesday in the current week, if you're on Wednesday, you need to add 6 days to come to the Tuesday. So your range is always going to be within 0 to 6. We're going to change it to 1 to 7. And to do that, we're going to, instead of adding 7 days here, we are going to add 6 and add a 1 to the final result. Now, when we execute this query, you will see how it calculates differently. So execute, and now you will see that if your order date is a Monday, then you need to move forward by 1 day to get to the next Tuesday. If your order date is a Wednesday or a day which is already past the Tuesday of the current week, to move forward by 6 days to come to the next Tuesday. If it's already a Tuesday, it won't schedule for the same day, but it will move it forward to the next Tuesday by adding 7 days to the current Tuesday. Now to actually identify the date for the next Tuesday, We just need to use the date add function, add these many days to the order date. And this becomes your next Tuesday. So execute. And now you have a date for the next Tuesday. So now we can replicate the same logic for next Thursday. The only thing that we need to change here is the target weekday, which is now going to be a 5. Now for every order, we have the next Tuesday and next Thursday dates. The next step is to make sure that any of these days does not fall on a holiday. And then we need to identify whether next Tuesday comes first or next Thursday comes first for each order. So let's put this within a CTE. Next weekday as. Now in the results that we already have, next Tuesday and next Thursday are two distinct columns for each order date. We are going to convert them into two different rows. So we are going to create two rows for each order day, one with the next Tuesday and one with the next Thursday, so that it is easier for us to check if any of those days falls as a holiday. So it can be eliminated, and then we can choose the minimum of those two as the next inspection date. So let's write a select query, order ID, order date from the CTE that we just created, and then cross apply. So next we are going to use the values function to create a small inline table, and we are going to create two rows for each order, one having the value of next Tuesday and one having the value of next Thursday, and create a table alias called V and call this column of this inline table as candidate date. Let's alias our CTE as well as W. So these two columns are now coming from the CTE. And let's pull in the candidate date from this inline table that we created and execute this query. And now you'll see that for each order, there are two records, one for the next Tuesday and one for the next Thursday. So first we're going to check if any of these date falls as a holiday, and we're going to use not exist for that. So where not exist, select one from holidays, alias it as H, where H dot holiday date is equal to V dot candidate date. Now just to be on the safer side, it's always a best practice to cast your dates as date type. Now execute the query, and any of the dates, if they fall on a holiday, will be eliminated. Now to calculate the actual next inspection date, you can apply the min function on the candidate date as, let's call it inspection date or scheduling date. And since we're using an aggregate function, we need to group by all the other columns, and let's just order by the order ID and execute. And now you have the next inspection date for every order. Now, instead of using this cross apply logic over here, we could have also framed this query using a case statement. So you can try it out and share it in the comments. Don't forget to check out the next video.